Today, I'm going to show you how to build this starter base. I currently use this house in my survival world, and it works great. So if you want to see that, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description to that video. Also, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new tutorials, and you can follow me along in my survival world. Anyways, let's get into a tour of this place. Now let's get a tour of this place so you can decide if you want to build it. I'll also be using shaders for this tour to make it look a little nicer, but it still looks awesome without shaders. Now coming up this pathway, we enter the first floor, where we have a lot of functionality. Over here we have our furnaces up top, with our blast furnaces in the floor. There's a stone cutter over here, a clock on the wall to see what time it is, and our crafting table. Over here we have plenty of storage for anything you'll need to start off your world. And to give this place a pop of color, we got plants and flower pots, and even a tiny little tree. Coming upstairs, this is where our bedroom is, and we have plenty of additional storage. My favorite part about the second floor is the leaves and glowberries on the ceiling, as it gives it an enchanted vibe. Now up here, we also have two balconies. One on the back side so we can see the beautiful Minecraft landscape, and one on the front so we can see if we have any visitors. Now outside we can see the cool structural bracing of the balcony, and we also have a crane for our hay bale. There's also plenty of details along all sides of the structure, that way it looks good from any angle. And lastly, we have a chimney poking out from the top of the roof. Now that we got a tour of this place, we can take a look at what materials we'll need to build it. First, we will start by bringing up some pillars with some stone bricks. Then we'll fill in the walls, the bottom two blocks being tough and the top three being cobblestone. Now texture each wall by adding tough to the cobble layer and cobble to the tough layer until you feel like you have it just right. Next is the front porch. Begin building this platform out of stone bricks and then mix in some cobble. Next, add the door. And to finish it off, add the railing. Now we're adding upside down stairs to the short side of the house for the second floor. Next, we'll come to the back side of the building where we'll build the jut out. Start by breaking out the wall a little, then build up the walls with tuff and cobble. Add a spruce stair roof and texturize the walls. Now we're moving on to the second floor. Add 4 block tall stripped spruce pillars along the edges. Next, fill in these gaps on the shorter walls with spruce trapdoors. Now begin filling in the walls with stripped oak logs at the bottom and oak planks for the rest. Moving on to the roof, we'll start out with some deep slate bricks and build this A-frame structure. Then repeat that shape on the other side and fill in the rest of the roof. To finish off the walls, build a cross beam, then fill in the rest of the space with oak planks. Also place some trapdoors right here to add a little depth. To finish off the roof, we'll swap in some cobbled deep slate to make the roof look a little more weathered. To bridge the second floor and roof, we'll add some stairs, slabs, and trapdoors like this to make it look a little more cohesive. Now, onto the front balcony. We'll place the door and replace this block with a stripped oak wood. Then, by placing upside down stairs like this, we'll be able to create the supports for the balcony. Then, fill in with slabs and a trapdoor. And then, we'll use some oak trapdoors and some temporary blocks to create the railing. Now, onto the backside balcony. We'll place the door again and replace this block. Then we'll use an upside down stair and some spruce trapdoors to create the floor. And use your temporary blocks and oak trapdoors again for the railing. On the left side of the house, we're going to build a little overhang. Start with some fences, and then add a row of slabs across. Lastly, add 2 layers of trapdoors to give it a staggered effect. Next, we'll add an overhang to the front door. Place a slab above the door, then 2 trapdoors on both sides of the slab. Above the front door, we're also going to add a pulley system. Place 2 logs and then a stair. Put a grindstone underneath the stair, then a chain with a hay bale underneath it. Place a trapdoor underneath the hay bale and 3 signs around it to encase it. Next is the windows. On the left side of the first floor, we'll add a window with oak trapdoors and some spruce trapdoors for the shutters. We'll add a window to the front side of the second floor. On the right side, and to the back side. As well, we'll add a few leaves with trapdoors underneath it to the backside. To blend this build in with the landscape, add some grass or dirt around the side and the back. We'll also add some tuff and cobble block variations to the side and back of the build. Scatter some leaves and rose bushes around the sides of the building. Then add lanterns to the patio and around the building. To finish off the foliage, bone meal around the leaves to get grass and destroy any unwanted flowers. Next, you can add in some glow lichen to the walls to better blend the tuff and cobblestone. Going up to the roof, we'll add the chimney. On the back side of the roof, add up some cobble mixed with stairs, slabs, and a wall to achieve a similar shape. Top it off with a fireplace and some trapdoors. And to finish off the exterior, you can create a meandering path with coarse dirt and some spruce slabs leading up to the front door. Now, let's get started on the interior. For the floor, we're going to start off by filling it in with spruce planks. Next, we're going to add a little bit of variation with some stripped spruce logs. So whichever way the planks are facing, so if they're facing this way, the stripes, you want to go this way. But since our stripes are going this way, we're going to place the logs like this. And this is just to give the floor a little bit of extra texture, as it's a little boring without it. Next, we're actually going to knock these 2 blocks out and put some cobblestone stairs up here. Now we're going to work on the second floor, in which we'll place oak logs across like this, and we're going to go every other block. Then we'll fill in the gaps with spruce slabs. Next, we're going to build our staircase. So we're going to knock these 4 blocks out right here. Then we'll start our staircase right here and build it all the way up. From there, we're going to place upside down stairs under each block. And to get rid of this texture, we're going to remove these blocks and replace it with the full textured oak wood block. Next, we'll bring down 2 pillars and add trapdoors in between to add a little shelf. Now we're going to add some furniture down here as it's quite empty. So first we're going to knock these 2 blocks out and place some blast furnaces on the ground. Then we'll take 2 furnaces, place them right there, and a stone brick wall right there. Next, we'll take some trapdoors and place them right here for a nice little table. And in this corner, we're going to take some cobblestone and a cobblestone stair to place our stone cutter on top. And to get a little bit of light in here, we'll place a lantern on this table and we'll place it on this beam here. Now we'll take some oak stairs, place them up against each other like this to make a table. Put our crafting table to the side. Put an oak leaf there for a touch of color. Take our trapdoor and a barrel And now we've created a nice little workstation. We'll also put 2 shelves right here, so we can put a barrel up here, a chest, and we can also put some chests on top of our other tables. And to round off this corner, we'll make a small table with a plant on top. The oak sapling inside this pot makes it look like a little tree. We can also add a few other pots with some saplings in it to give this place a splash of color. And to finish this area off, we'll add some paintings and a clock on the wall. So we'll put an item frame right here, place our clock down, and over here we'll place some temporary blocks so we can get our 1x1 paintings. Now that we got that done, the first floor is complete. So the first thing we're going to do to the second floor is work on the ceiling. So we'll just fill in this gap here. And on the other side. Next, we'll take our stripped spruce logs and bring them across here. Same on this side. And we'll connect them in the middle. We're also going to create a center post in the middle of this beam here. From there, we're going to bring each layer of this roof down by 1 block. And there you go. Your roof should look like this now. Now we're going to just scatter some leaves across the place, making sure to leave a little extra space as we're also going to hang some glowberries from up here. Once you like the amount of leaves you have, you can go ahead and place some glowberries. You'll want to make sure to shear all your glowberry vines, otherwise they'll get really long and in the way. And lastly, we can bone meal a few, so get the extra glowberries. Next, we can put in a guardrail so we don't fall down the stairs. And place another crafting table, that way we can craft upstairs and downstairs. We'll also add a spruce stair like this. That way we have a nice little table next to it. Then we're going to place our bed right here. Temporarily, we're going to remove this block. That way we can get close enough to the ground to get an upside down barrel. Then we can go ahead and replace that block. We'll take some trapdoors and build it up 3 blocks high and cover it up. You can also place a lantern on top of this bedside table. Next, we're going to work on some extra storage for ourselves. So we'll make a tiny little table here with some upside down stairs. Then we'll place a trapdoor at this height so we can place a chest on top of it and a chest right here. Then we're going to take some barrels and break these blocks so we can get closer to the ground and place some upside down barrels. Then you can go ahead and replace the blocks. On top of here, we'll add a chest and another barrel. And to get that extra little bit of storage, we'll place another chest right here. And in this corner, we're just going to have a table for decoration, in which we'll place our flower pot and our oak sapling and take a leaf to make another tiny tree. And for some additional lighting, we can also place a lantern on this block here. And to finish this floor off, we'll add a few additional details, like a flower pot with a cactus in it. And we'll also put a painting in this corner. We'll use some temporary blocks for now to get a 1x1 painting. And we'll do the same right here. And lastly, we can place a flower pot on top. And there we go. The second floor is complete. And there you have it. That's how you build my 1.20 starter base. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful. So if you want to see more tutorials and follow me along in my survival world, make sure to subscribe. And if you made it this far in the video, make sure to comment "Hey Bale" so I know you made it to the end of the video. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!